as the meeting between the Russian President Vladimir Putin and the US President Donald Trump is shaking up. Zelensky is ranting there in Ukraine, trying to draw the line, red line that the two leaders should not cross. This is a case of an ant challenging two elephants. The only thing that can stop the implementation of whatever is reached between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin at Alaska is their disagreement not to arrive at a decision. Zelensky failed to read history. If you look at history of those leaders that disagree with the US on matters of policy and the consequences that those leaders face, let me point him to Gaddafi. Let me point him to Saddam Hussein. Let me point him to. Let him take his time to read the history so that he will be able to retrace his steps. That in the game of two superpowers, ants don't make decisions. He is surviving there today because of the United States of America, primarily. They provide surveillance. They provide him with the most effective weapons. They provide him with satellites that he uses in navigating his drones. They provide him with reconnaissance of the Russian troop movement and weapon movement. If United States withdraw those services from Ukraine for even a week, Russia will overrun the remaining territory that is under Zelensky's control. Oh, he's drawing the red line and trying to dictate what will happen at Alaska's meeting. It's inconsequential. The only thing he should pray is that let there be a disagreement between Donald Trump and Putin on the way forward. Because if these two leaders come into agreement, mutual agreement of what should be done, Zelensky has no say. This is geopolitics, where power is the name of the game. The European leaders that are pushing Zelensky to disagree, pushing him from behind, they should be aware that their master is the United States. And they go against the decision of the President of United States at their own detriment.
Let me say this loud and clear.
They have everything to lose. When you talk about NATO, United States is the force there. When it comes to power play, United States is the dominant. So the European leaders should think and not provoke the United States president. What the world needs right now is peace in that war zone. Because the war between Ukraine and Russia has escalated up a lot of things. The world economy is in shambles. The citizens are affected because they go to a grocery store to buy things at higher price because of the consequence of the war. Petrol price is high, going high. The cost of living is on the rooftop. When two masters agree, the servants have no say. Zelensky should go and take knowledge and wisdom from those leaders that have been driven or deposed. As I said once again, the only thing that can save Zelensky is the disagreement between the United States president and the Russian leader when they meet in Alaska. If they agree, the fate of Zelensky is sealed. And he will have no alternative than to agree or be replaced. That is how the power game goes. Oil refineries have been bombed in Russia. Export of grain. Ukraine is a vast nation endowed with a lot of agricultural and natural resources. And those things, the export of those goods have been disrupted by the war, which is costing economic hardship all over the world. The sooner this war brought to an end, the sooner the world will breathe fresh air of relief. Men and women are dying. Buildings have been destroyed. Ukraine has no... That is going to be my topic next time. Ukraine has no business being in NATO, because that is what instigated this war in the first place. You cannot allow your enemy at your backyard. America will not allow Russia to deploy weapons at their backyard, which is the right of the United States of America to do and to protect and to defend against, and to make sure it never happened. You should also give the Russians right, especially when most of these countries that have joined NATO are surrounding Russia, and they were part of the former Soviet Union. Ukraine's own is more pronounced because Ukraine has that cultural similarity with Russia. They have native Russians in Ukraine. So, in my next discussion, I'm going to try to dissect why Russia rolled their tank into Ukraine. Thank you.